Hey, everybody, it's the Coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte. Standing by, our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Newton on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little... And right away, he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And his first pass is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Rodgers now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery from 17 yards out. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Newton finding Funches for the Panther first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On first down, Newton. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The six-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And this one's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Third and long, it's Newton. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Clay Matthews in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
He's going to look deep down the field, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. Then into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. This is fielded a couple yards deep. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Now Newton. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Over the middle to Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They'll run with McCaffrey, and he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Newton to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Torrey Smith, 54 yards, and the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2. Now it's Newton. That's caught at the 3. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Adams has it complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. K1 Short coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On second down, Williams. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 14 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Rodgers to throw on second down. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This will be from 49 yards out. And Crosby can't get it to come back. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on fourth down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up first and 10. Now a first down throw for Newton. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Newton now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10. A final shot before the break. Newton. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to get this inside the 30. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play, that's going to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
319! 319! Hurry up!
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Tackle made there by Mike Adams, a strong safety.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing is Rodgers. On the move to his left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
We always talk about our admiration for quarterbacks who can extend the life of a play and create another play off of one that appears to have broken down. Should we come up with a different term for Aaron Rodgers? Because he has taken it to a new level.
He loves life outside of the pocket, doesn't he?
He certainly does. Very comfortable out there, and he usually results in good things for Green Bay.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
That's fine. Hurry up.
On play action, Rodgers. On the crossing route, complete. It's Cobb. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
Let's go. Come on.
A very solid gain of 27. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
Go ahead.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hurry up. 319.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. The quick slant caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams from 6 yards away. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. To throw is Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They will go for it. Now Newton. And that's caught by Smith. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st down, it's Newton. And it's incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
2nd and 10, Newton again. And he's got room to run inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. second down. Here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Newton now to throw. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And that is incomplete here.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense, because you got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, though, give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers add on to their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now Crosby for the point after. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Oh, no. We went all the way up.